Now I will explain you the example of binary operator overloading. I just open a source file and save it with the name of binary operator overloading. Now first of all I will include the headers and the libraries, and then we'll start from the class. I include the header file iostream and using namespace sdt. Now I will start with the class. So I will just write the class. As you have seen that the class is highlighted. Then I give it a binary name, and then braces. First I will declare the variables privately. Then the functions publicly. So the first function is our default constructor. As you are seeing, with there is no return type, and there is its name is just same as of the name of the class. Then the other function is overloaded constructor. As we have two variables a and b, so we will write 2 times int for the two variables, and then I will declare a function for, so its return type will be the name of the class, and then just look at the operator, it is highlighted, and then a plus, as I am adding two values of the object. Then I will write a function for display. Then I will close the class with semicolon. Now I will define all the above 4 functions number wise. First will be the default constructor, as there is no return type, so we have to write nothing, and then the name of the class is binary. Then scope resolution operator, as I will enter the scope resolution operator, it will give me a list of those things which I have already declared in the class. So first I will use a default constructor. In the default constructor I will simply assign 0 value to a. If you don't want to write it, it's okay, it will assign 0 values by default, but as you are beginners, it's in your early stage of programming or in classes, etc., so you have to write these example like this. Now I will define the parameterized or the overloaded constructor. As there is no return type, so I will just like the name of the class. The name of the class and scope resolution, so it will give me again a list. So I will enter this one because it is for parameterized. Then I will write the values in which I will assign the values of a and b. So I will write here int x and int y. It's up to you that which variables you want to use, because it's not defined. So I will assign x to a and b to y. y to b. Now it's turn of the function used for operator overloading. So I will write the return type was the name of the class and then name of the class and then scope resolution operator, and it's our function, and the function was binary 1 and then braces. So we will declare two new variables int xyz. You have done also it in the addition of two objects. When you were adding two values of objects, you have used this kind of equation there, and we were selecting one value from one object and then other from other object. So one dot a, it's also giving me the dot, so I will first mention the a variable and then you can any kind of names too, it's up to you. You can use any kind of variables. So now I will do it for once again, when I will give it dot, so it will give me this list. So then I will use the b variable. Now I will return the values of binary xyz, comma and mh. So I will put a semicolon here. Now I will write function for the display, as the return type of display is void and I will write first the name of the class, then scope resolution operator, and then the display function, as there are no parameters. So okay, then I will just simply write the display here. I will just display the values of a and b. Try that your output should be clear, so use the next line and all the spaces etc. for making your output more clear. Now we will go to the main. In main, first I will objects, so with the name of the class. Here the name of the class will be used everywhere, so you have to remember that what is the name of the class and the right spelling of the class. Here I have done this the 6 levels with you, so most of the students will do the spelling mistakes. Their code will be okay, but there would be spelling mistakes. So इस वजह से उन लोग को कंफ्यूजन होती थी कि हमारा कोड तो सही है, but there will silly mistakes. So kindly be awake when you are writing a code and remember the spellings or the words that you are using in the whole program. I will declare 3 objects, 2 with the values, and in the third one we will sum the values of the 2 objects. here I am assigning the values. You can also take it from the user, it's up to you. As I'm giving you examples, simple examples, that you can understand it. Otherwise, if you on practice you can modify it. But if you want to learn, now the object 3. So here are declaring of objects. We will make objects with the name of the class. Now we will sum the object 1 and object 2 and will save the result in object 3. Now I will display the values of all the objects. Object, just write name of the object and dot. As I have used the display function for displaying the values, so just like this, display all the objects. Object 1, object 2, dot. So use the display function. Then also with object 3. Now I will end the program, as the main function is data type is int, so there will be return 0. Now I will run the code and show you the output. I press the compile, checking the errors, and there are no errors and warnings. So just look at the values of the objects. I just simply assign the values to the object. The object 1 values are 5 and 6, and the object 2 values are 6 and 7, and they are simply adding the values of the two objects using operator overloading. So you can use operator overloading by adding values of different objects. You can use any kind of operator and implement it. You will learn all these things with practice. So kindly give it time and practice, that you learn more about the programming, and your programming skills will be improved. Write codes, try to write any kind of codes, and then compile it. If there are errors, then kindly remove it, because they tell you about that in which lines there are errors. You can also take help from any online source, or you can contact me through my email or through my WhatsApp, so I will correct the code of you. So hope आप लोगों को समझ आ गई होगी, and kindly do the task which I have give you in the slides.